So, like, for example, with a mortgage contract, right? If you are a homeowner, right? Normally your mortgage contract is with a bank, right? So what happens once you sign that mortgage, you agree to pay X for 20 years, 30 years, however long your mortgage is for. And of course, you can always pay earlier to pay down the extra um, interest that would accumulate, right? To avoid that.
Yeah.
But what a lot of people don't understand is that the contract itself has value, the
Mm.
mortgage contract itself. So once you put your signature on a mortgage contract, you now allow the bank to use that value, the contract itself,
Mm.
to gain interest on. That isn't told to you when you sign that mortgage contract. So in reality, what happens is you're paying twice because once you sign that contract and they gain interest on it, you should no longer have to pay, but instead you're continuing to pay.
Mm.
Not only that, once they trade your mortgage contract, that is no longer your debt because now a third party has came in and now owns that possession, that value.
Mm.
And that happens multiple times over, which can also be detected on the books of accounts, right? But that's on a private ledger. We're only given the public ledger because a mortgage contract is a commercial contract, not
Mm.
a private one.
Mm.
So all of these things are happening on the private end, which we should have a right to know because this is our contract that we sign. Anything with our name on it, we should know every single thing that's going on. So what we do is that we help expose these things, bring them to the light, show where, okay, on this date, this contract was traded to this company, and by law, by this statute, under the jurisdiction of this housing agency in which you fall under, any contract that is traded is no longer the responsibility of the original owner, right? You have stuff like subrogation, right, which is a part of our legal system that you could also apply where, again, if a different party comes in and takes over that contract, then that original contract is null and void, and the new contract that was made when not a third party came in is now the paramount contract. So
Mm.
just things like that that a lot of people may not be in knowledge of that we help expose, bring to the light, and then we allow the corporations to rectify it. And when they act like they don't know or that, they're not in the wrong, this is when we got to take more drastic measures, which is where we start to threaten, civil suits and things of that nature.